special place called the... I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait here. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Told this collectible is worth several $1,000s unopened.
These are even more, worth more.
What happens next might shock you. I wanted to take a quick moment to thank my favorite movie of all time, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Sometimes I call it Extra T. It's my favorite movie of all time. When I was a child, I was a lot like Elliot. I was a younger brother, always vying for some attention. No one believed my stories. When Elliot found the alien, it really helped me feel like the younger brother can call the shots for a change. And when his BMX bike lifted off into the heavens, I felt like I was there in the basket with a special, somewhat man-like extraterrestrial E.T. himself. Here he is. Like this photo. I longed to have a special friend like Elliot did, and the movie kind of gave me that friend in the form of E.T. So Steven Spielberg, all the people who made that movie happen, I want to take a moment to thank you and let you know that you helped my confidence, and you got me on the path to showbiz, and look at me now. I'm not directing feature films like I wanted to, but this is, pretty good too. So thank you. For making E.T.
It's touching. This is I wanted to, just like Matt, we can start the show in just a minute, but I wanted to say thank you as well to one of my favorite films, also directed by the same director of E.T., the movie's directed by Steven Spielberg. It's not Steven Spielberg, it's called Jurassic Park. Last summer,
there is a movie called Steven Spielberg.
Last summer, I put up, this is the one I'm talking about, it's a Velociraptor. I'm working on a new flyer. I put up a flyer on the Atlanta Beltline saying, do you want to see Jurassic World with me? I got a lot of reactions and comments, and I'm actually dating one of the people who actually emailed me to see the movie with them. So I thank them. These are my friends, some of my best friends here. We've got a T-Rex, a Stegosaurus, a forget that one. It's a raptor.
Galapagos?
No, it's a Dilapis. My nephew can tell me.
Diplodocus?
Yes, that's it. These are the four. These are my 4 friends. Sometimes you can have more than friends. It's not about the quality. It's about the quantity. I have about 4 friends. This is my favorite though. The Stegosaurus that's getting green, chroma key greened out on the green. There it is. Look at that. Stegosaurus. Get it? Changes any color you want. Never on a bad day. I love it. Thank you so much to Jurassic Park for existing. It's the first movie I remember seeing with my family. My dad came. It was a family affair. Everyone was there. And it really changed the way I viewed everything, not just films, but dinosaurs, nature, going outside, rain, that puddle when it rained, the water, drinking water. I love this movie, and thank you so much.
Charlie Chaplin,
Buster
Keaton,
Jack Nicholson,
Betsy Ross, Jack
Betty
Nicholson,
Davis,
Bette Midler. They all have taken us away to wonderful places.
Shelley Duvall.
And we're here today to talk about our favorite screen next to your internet mobile screen you're watching this on, the silver screen. We're going to have a lot of good movie talk. We're going to get real personal about movies that changed our lives. And we invite you, if you wanted to give us a call today and say a thank you to the movie that changed your life, give us a ring. It's 613-402-7194.
No.
Is that right?
No. What happened to you? 413-961-4263. That's the phone number. I almost forgot about it too. We're going to talk about movies, but also we're going to talk about swapping, and we're going to get to a couple other things that we did not get to last week. I'm looking at you, Stamp Camp. And if you've never tuned into this show, today's a great day to do it.
So William Street Swap Shop, you know it by now. Maybe you're tuning in for the first time, so we'll repeat it.
Right.
We help you swap your gently used goods. How did I get this E.T. Priceless figurine that I just ruined the value of by opening? I swapped for it. Somebody sent it in to me. They swapped me an experience. I gave them it. The details aren't important, but they mailed this in. Just like you can swap with other viewers of this show for things you want to have.
And don't worry, this
fits right in the palm of your hand.
This show is rated G. Matt and I never curse. We never, and also it's just
Pretend
rated. It's a positive environment. We never say anything negative towards anybody. I don't think I've ever hung up on a caller. They're the ones who hang up on us. And the reason I said it's rated G is Matt, show E.T. again. I thought when we first opened it, in the palm of your hand, that he was nude, and he was holding that flower pot to cover up the private parts. Show him again. I thought,
well, he is nude.
That old trick. I thought,
nude
oh,
for
where did my
almost the whole
pants
movie.
go? And he's like, let me put this in front so no one sees. But it's really just him he's healing the flower. We don't have those kind of minds here. We would try.
At one point, he wears the sister's clothes, but most of the time he's just, E.T.
And that's it. That's the show. It's pure, just like E.T. and just like that. We try to be pure.
I don't know why I'm going to ask you to do this, but will you pretend you're a cop and you're suspicious of what's in my hand?
Sure. Do we have a caller that wants to pretend they're a cop? We can real quick if anyone wants to call and get through. I
want to be evasive about what's
I'll
in my
pretend, and then if someone calls in, bring them in and let them be my partner.
Okay.
Do you want to do this while we're shaking hands still, I suppose?
Just real quick.
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh.
What's that you got in your hand
Nothing.
over there?
No, nothing.
It's not legal or anything. I just was curious.
No, it's not drugs.
Well, now I'm gonna have to ask you, sir, to open up your hand. By law, I have probable cause.
Don't you have to have a warrant or something?
No, probable cause.
Well, here's what
Have you watched too much Mindhunter? I've watched too much Mindhunter. Sorry, that's what I was saying.
There's a thing in the Constitution where you don't have to show law enforcement what's in your hand. If it fits within your hand, you legally don't. They have to have a warrant. And I'm going to exercise that right because it's very private. It's very personal what's in here.
No, I'm going to need you to open up your hand, sir. Is
Okay.
that a naked E.T. holding a flower pot?
Don't be ridiculous.
It's not illegal to have that. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It actually
I
is.
know my rights, and you need a warrant, bro.
A.T. Did you like that movie?
Yeah, I loved E.T.
Do you want to come over to my house and we'll stream it?
Sure.
I
get off soon, and I'd love to. That sounds like a pleasant
Seems like
experience.
you could use a friend.
It gets lonely out here. But today,
It's William Street
I'm
Swap
looking
Shop.
for friends and to come watch the new Jurassic. Well, not to watch the new one, but to come see Jurassic Park. Watch it with me maybe sometime in the future. And we're gonna have a friend coming on who's also someone you might want to talk with if you love films. And
We don't throw
just
the
like
term
Matt and I do.
expert around too often,
Oh,
but it's a bona
she's
fide
an expert.
film expert
Yeah.
and a close friend.
Well, let's get on with it. My name is Zach,
My name is Matt,
and it's
a deal.
A deal. And you're watching the William Street Swap Shop.
and it's a deal.
It's a deal. It's a live, interactive experience online. We've talked about it. You can't get enough of it. You see the dinosaurs. You wanted them to look maybe, hey, turn your head just a little bit further, and I'm going to take a picture of you on my television screen and put it in my Instagram story. call and tell me to turn my head a little bit more, I'll do it. I'll look right at your Instagram and say whatever you want me to say for your stories. Just wait for the delay because it is slightly delayed. In case someone calls in, it actually does show their privates.
413-961-4263. We're taking viewers' thank yous, heartfelt thank you to the movie that helped change your life, get you through a rough patch, breakup, bad grade on your algebra and junior high tests. Your dad was a stickler for getting straight A's and you blew it. Maybe there was a movie, I don't know, maybe Beethoven or something helped you out with that. Or Beethoven's Fourth. Or just any movie that you've always had that's your favorite. We want you to address the movie directly and tell it why you appreciate what it did for you.
Maybe you lost your innocence during that movie. You watched the movie The Exorcist like I did at a pretty young age.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
My parents didn't care. You could thank it. Thank you to The Exorcist.
For helping me grow up, maybe.
For helping me grow up and also helping me understand, religious things more. I learned a lot about religious things in that movie, more than I did.
Like exorcism?
Well, yeah, and then, calling a priest and father and all that stuff. I didn't know what that was when I was 8 or 9. I was never at church, so I didn't know. I have nothing against. I loved it. Thank you to that introduction to religion.
Did you subsequently call lots of priests once you learned how to do it on The Exorcist?
Probably.
Besides The Exorcist and besides going to weddings, those are the only times I've ever been to church.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not trying to be edgy or anything. It's just that's how it was. I guess for funerals too.
Yeah.
But took me to church on The Exorcist, yeah.
Just another one of Zach's never gone to church edgy dialogues.
Sorry, one too many. Well, thanks for tuning in. Give us a call and thank your favorite film. It could be anything and everything. I mean, I'm looking at. I could probably spend the whole hour here thanking movies because I feel like that's where I'm at today because of them. And in a way, I always argue the cinema, going to the movie theater is like going to church. It is a cinema. You're inside of an experience, a cathedral.
Yeah.
You get your popcorn. You spend money. That's your donations. You go. You have to be quiet for 2 hours.
That quote seems too good to have come from Zach Smith. Zach White. Jeez. Zach White. Did that come from like David O'Reilly?
No, I think I read someone say it though before.
Yeah.
I just kind of sort of agreed with it.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't just come up with that, but I did come up with you have to donate your money by buying a ticket. You got to be quiet for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You observe. You kind of worship. You're looking up at this.
You came up with
the screen.
Learning everything I knew about
movies just from The Exorcist.
Calling priests to come over from The Exorcist.
Right.
That was
I came up with that, yeah. All right, should we get into, just jump right into the show then?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Last week, we do it's been a semi-weekly feature with one of our great viewers, also an expert on stuff.
Right.
Doesn't quite go with the showbiz theme of today.
No.
But we wanted to make sure we back up on that.
I believe he actually covers a song, though, that's in a famous movie, I think from Chariots of Fire or Harry Met Sally, one of those movies. And he does it here. It's only he could ever do it in Stamp Camp.
Well, hey, welcome to Stamp Camp. This is the 1978 OWL issue, issued by the United States Postal Service. Has full original gum on the back. It's a mint sheet, full mint sheet, when stamps were only 15 cents. Sheet of 50. Okay, what we have here, we have the great horned owl, the barned owl, the seaweed owl, and the great gray owl, all honored on this beautiful sheet of stamps. Today it's worth about the same thing as an afternoon of bowling for 4 friends. Alright, there it is, the OWL issue, 1978. Hope you like that. Alright, let's move on to something else. I'm going to play a little music for you today, a little change of pace, and so here we go. Okay. Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. too familiar. I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are.
Wow.
I liked it. It kind of has a nice little. It adds a touch to it at the end with the song. Not only did he review the stamps and told us their value, but told us about how much he loves us, just the way we are. Don't ever change.
Yeah.
We changed a little bit. We used to do the show Monday through Friday.
I know. I was going to say, now this has become like my favorite hour of the week. I
Right.
look forward to Thursdays at 6 because I get to chill out with my bud.
I agree. And we also get to have special guests come on the show, musicians and artists and experts and people from all walks of life. And that's one of my favorite things, is getting to chat with them and not just talking to the dinosaurs, but you get close because you get to talk with callers, and that you don't normally get to talk with strangers that often on the internet. If you want to go see Jurassic Park with me, call in 413-961-4263. The movie's been out for a long time. We're talking about films. We're talking about items to swap. We are the swap shop. We help trade your items.
Was there one dinosaur from Jurassic Park that you would have been over all others? Don't have to answer right away. Think about it for a second.
That I would pick over all others?
Yeah. Which
It's
one
an
would it
obvious
be?
choice. I already know it.
If you could leave your human body and
yeah.
enter into the body of a dinosaur.
I'm not a big fan of. I am a sometimes I like to eat a vegetarian diet, but I have to go with the Velociraptor.
That's
because
what I'm
I love
talking
it in
about.
Jurassic Park. I used to, when I was younger, you could mimic the. I can't do it now because I think my vocal cords have changed. But when they get in the kitchen and they're chasing down the children, cool, they're cool, and they're looking for the kids, and that's that noise that they make. I've never heard anything
Thumping
like it.
around
Great
there and
sound
there.
design in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I would be?
What? And I like their fingers, the talons.
Were there pterodactyls in Jurassic Park?
No, they didn't come into it until the second one, I think, or the
No.
third one.
I just like the idea of being a flying dinosaur.
Yeah. They were pretty ugly, though, Matt. No offense to them, but the raptor was pretty smooth, cute.
Yeah. I mean, but, gracefully up in the sky, it's like a dragon.
Yeah.
I would think that would be a good dinosaur.
Yeah.
And the rest are stuck below you, so you have that advantage over all of them.
That's
You
right. Yeah.
soar high above them. What dinosaur would you have been in Jurassic Park, Part 1 through 4, or Jurassic World, Part 1 through 2? 413-961-4263. We're taking your calls. It's a live streaming show.
I want to see Jurassic Universe. They have Park, World, now when's Universe coming?
Whoa.
Yeah. And what would you have to do? In World, they had to make it more interesting by creating mutant power maxi dinosaurs.
Right.
What would you do now? Just like human dinosaur cyborgs or something?
Maybe. I would say Dino Truck Shark Pod. Perfect plug. If you've never seen that, that's our new animated show. Had a meeting at Cartoon Network about it last week. Matt, I didn't invite you because I knew you were busy.
Yeah.
Dino Truck Shark Bot. It's a show we worked on here. No, I didn't have a meeting. You looked at me like maybe we did. No, we didn't meet about it. I'd like to, though, if someone across the street is watching this, QCing it. You're looking for content. It's about a truck, robot, shark.
Everybody I know loves Dino Truck Shark Bot.
Our main mission on this show is to help you swap your gently used goods. We've talked about that.
Day in and day out. We've been doing it for almost over 800 episodes.
Yeah.
800 hours. A lot of items have been traded here.
So we're going to jump into that part of the show right now and take a look at this week's featured swap. And
This
maybe we can find a home for it with one of you out there. This is
This Week's Swap.
Swaps.
Is
first people ridiculed my This Week Swap intro. Now people are saying that track slaps.
Yeah, people are looking
Where do
forward
I
to
get
it.
it?
Matt made that one. Normally, if you see anything that's made that's produced a little bit better, it's from Matt. If you see it hand-drawn, hand-animated, just like that Jurassic Park flyer we're working on, usually it's made about 45 minutes before the show.
Yeah.
In my computer while it's freezing, glitching.
Got to get that.
But it works
Memory upgrade.
almost every time. Computer, can you go ahead and order some RAM for my laptop? All right, let's take a look at this week's swap.
Go ahead and prime it, computer. Go ahead and Amazon Prime it to Zach's office, please. And this is me approving. Approve extra cost, please. Overnight. Thank you.
Weird Ami in the chat room asks, are these this week's swaps or are these 2-year-old backlog swaps? This is this week's swaps.
Yeah.
This one might be a backlog, but it's a special swap because we were talking about cinema, film history.
Yeah, we wanted to be on topic today, so we're looking back at an unswapped item, I guess.
But
is this from a little while ago?
I'm actually not too long ago, but it's from Kaitu. I want to ask this right now, though. This is this week, but why don't we say, if you have a swap that's related to this week's swaps, give us a call or email us, williams.swap@gmail.com, and say, this is the item you should review for this week. While we're looking at this swap, maybe our computer will look at it, let us know.
Yeah. So this is the seminal character from Ghostbusters, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Everybody knows it's the climactic final scene when the Ghostbusters have released all the ghosts back into the city, and Dabney Coleman comes in with a clean suit on and says, if we don't get these ghosts out of the street, we're gonna get a big fine.
Right. I love this character. Me personally, I'm a little late to the game, but I started collecting toys. I used to play with them as a kid, but then I would destroy them. Definitely nothing wrong with that. I don't think troubling, but I would destroy them. I had a Buzz Lightyear I destroyed. Now I collect them. Funko Pops, plushies, vinyl toys, anything. You come to my house,
Yeah.
a wall full of them. The first thing I thought about when I thought we were going to have rain damage,
Get them.
not even my cat or dog. I said, what about the Funkos?
The collectibles.
Save them. This is a collectible you could add to your wall. You like the Ghostbusters. They're doing a reboot, and it's coming out with someone who I've personally met, Finn Wolfhard. Not to brag, but he's in the new It movie coming out this weekend. He's been on our show before.
What does that have to do with Ghostbusters?
Oh, he's going to be in it.
Oh, he's in the new
Yeah,
Ghostbusters?
I'm just flexing.
Okay.
Just like Stay Puft flexed in the movie. You would see him flex when he'd walk down the street. Every day I'm hustling. He'd be walking down the street. That would be, if they remake it, if they would have remade it 6 years ago, that's the song that they should have put in there while he's walking down the street.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to find out what song will they put when Stay Puft comes out.
Probably a Skrillex track.
He just dropped a new track that my roommate Adam was like, do you hear the new Skrillex song? I'm like, no. But he said, it's really good.
So this is one of the many items you can swap for. If you want to look at everything else, it's on William Street Swapshop.biz. You know my favorite line from Ghostbusters is?
What's that?
There is no Dana, only Zool. I used to say that. It's a good one to say when somebody's asking you a question and using your name and you don't want to talk about.
Right.
Just put in your name.
Right. Oh, you said...
I saw a great Zool costume at Dragon Con.
Yeah. There were a lot of great... Dragon Con just passed. There were a lot of great costumes. You saw us go down there on Tuesday. You were just saying about... telling people when you don't want to tell them your real name. Anytime I did something in my past that I wasn't proud about, just sometimes where you're like, oh gosh, I didn't get in touch with that person when I should have. I said, sorry, those are dark days for me. And I let them think maybe I was possessed or something.
Yeah, that was a dark
I said, I have
time.
dark demons. But
Computer, can we pull up a Zool image? Because this is here's my pitch is, what if they made a Zool plushie?
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool, because I saw this woman on the parade who was dressed as Zool, and it was like, wow, that was a really good look that character had.
Yeah.
They should make merch out of that character.
I drank ooze from Master Splinter at Dragon Con last week.
Yeah.
There's a big Master Splinter walking around. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we're thinking films today, but if I had to think a TV show would be that show when I was a child.
Zool.
And he had a big green bottle of ooze, and I took a sip. And that was the highlight probably of all Dragon Con.
All alcoholic? Or?
It tasted, it burned a little bit. And it was a good experience with Master Splinter.
And engage Zool photo now, please.
Oh, there's Zool.
See? just a cool look, I thought.
So you'd get a Zool plushie over
Beautiful.
the Stay Puft.
I don't know, or a keychain or some sort of
Okay.
Funko Pop.
All right. So you're watching the show. You're thinking, if this is the first time, what happens after I like an item and I want to trade for it? Well, say you like this Stay Puft marshmallow. You email us williams.swap@gmail.com, a picture of an item you'd like to trade for it, and then we do a little thing called a potential swap, which we have 2 of today.
Let's roll. These are when 2 people decide they want to try to swap with each other. Or I guess when one person says, I see that thing.
Right.
I want it.
Right.
You like how we explain this every time?
Yeah. I'm going to keep
Potential
explaining
swap.
it. It's like... Potential swap is a little bit of technology for tech. It looks like it's a tape deck.
Yeah. Mostly broken.
Oh, broken cassette player.
From Alex Schneider's offered this for the Advisor's mini synth. Whatever. Let's skip this one. We got a second potential swap. He said, if this one doesn't go through, I've got a fallback.
Right.
Let's roll that one. Potential swap number 2. This one's more interesting.
From the same swapper, too.
Yes.
I can do both. You can swap. That's a rule that people are asking. You can swap multiple items for the same item. Hello.
Hey. Welcome to our guest. How about potential swap number 3?
We have a surprise for you. All right. So this.
All right. These are Alex VHS tapes. I thought much more interesting.
Right.
For Advisor's mini synth.
VHS tapes.
Can we enhance the VHS tapes? We know that the cover one, as you can see, is Led Zeppelin live somewhere. Peter, can we zoom in on that one a little bit?
You always want to know what are the special features on a Led Zeppelin VHS cassette, and do they come at the end? Uh-oh. It's okay.
Oh,
A little bit buggy. That's all right.
There was 4 members of Led Zeppelin. They all had symbols. There
Robert Plant. This is okay. We can just jump right out to it.
Do you remember Robert Plant was the Shamrock?
Right.
John Paul Jones was the iced tea bag.
Right. Wait.
Zoso was Jimmy Page.
Okay. Yep.
And then the 4th one was the bass player.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
John Bonham.
John Bonham.
Yeah, but we're not here to talk about music. We're here to talk about film, which was put on VHS tapes at one point from, I'd say, late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s, until probably DVDs and Blu-rays came out.
I think the Deuce deals with that in season 2.
Right.
New season.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. We're so fortunate to be joined by our guest today, Millie. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Thanks for coming around.
Should I have worn black?
No, you look great. Yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah.
I feel like we all doing it.
Trim.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Tell us about what you do and who you are
Okay.
and when it began.
Sure. So I am a film and television programmer. I work for Turner Classic Movies, and I do a show called TCM Underground.
Yes.
Yes. Comes on late night Fridays, where we play lots of fun cult movies and weird stuff, and yeah.
So you're like the Adult Swim of TCM in a way, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you
Same
could say
time.
that.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's accurate. Yeah.
And you're a film expert, we would say.
That we already said that at the beginning
Oh,
of the
you
show.
did?
Sorry, Millie. Yeah.
Well, then I have to be a film
Yeah.
expert, I guess.
yeah,
You missed this
absolutely.
part of the show. You were on. She was on a helicopter going from one part of town to the other. That's the level of clout we're talking about.
Whoa.
So you missed when I thanked my favorite movie of all time, E.T., for helping me through my childhood.
Oh, that's your favorite movie.
Zach thanked Jurassic Park, and then together we thanked Steven Spielberg.
All right. And then I said I thanked The Exorcist for teaching me about religion.
Oh, yeah, that taught me a lot too.
Yeah. See, I'm not the
Do
only
you
one.
have a movie you would like to thank directly here on the internet?
Yeah, I have quite a few, I think. I would like to thank a movie called Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Oh, excellent choice.
Yeah, I'd like to thank that movie for letting me know that women could be federal agents
Yeah.
in Hawaii, which seems like a really exciting place to fight crime, and they do a lot there. They carry like lots of cool guns and weapons, and they have helicopters, and so it was cool. As a woman, it was nice for me to see that.
Yeah.
See women fighting crime in Hawaii. So
When did it come out?
Role model.
1987, I think.
Okay.
So I was young enough to where I was starting to like dream about what I wanted to be, and but you know, I love movies all over. I mean, I could sit here all day and tell you guys about movies. So,
Yeah.
you know.
We actually have the trailer, Hard Ticket to Hawaii. We wanted to show that right now so people can get a better sense of what we're talking about.
Oh, cool.
And to preface it, we're actually, if you're in the Atlanta area.
Well, I was going to say that for afterwards.
Oh, okay, all right.
Let them get excited, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, get excited.
This is Hard Ticket to Hawaii, the movie that Millie just thanked.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It has it all. The awesome, pristine beauty of the land. The warm caress of perfect beaches. The tantalizing wetness of the blue Pacific. Hawaii. It's a great place to visit, but you wouldn't want to die there. Four of America's finest, ready and willing to pay the price for paradise. They're undercover, but not under-equipped. On this mission, there's hard flying, hard playing, hard fighting.
Agents are everywhere.
Have no mercy. Kill them all.
This ain't no hula. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Watch again. Watch again. You know that button? So if you guys have watched Swap Shop, we've been to this screening festival or this series in Atlanta called Plazadrome, and they have these great films there. And if you're here tonight, it's kind of a co-production with TCM Underground, right? They're doing a screening of Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
That's right. We partnered with Videodrome and the Plaza to bring you this fine cinematic experience. We love those guys. I mean, we felt like it was a perfect match in terms of just they would like this kind of stuff. And,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really fun.
Well, what I thought was an interesting thing we could say today is that if you can't be in Atlanta, if you are always like, I can't make it to this screening at the Plaza, there's good news for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, oh my goodness.
America can watch this movie this weekend, right?
Yeah, well,
Or is this strictly a screening?
strictly a screening.
I was going to say, wait, are they putting it on TCM?
No, it has been on TCM. It has
Okay.
been on Underground. It was on there a few years ago. But we love it. We'll play it again. No,
All
it's
right.
not this weekend. But
Okay.
Okay.
we'll
Coming
play it.
soon.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Go back in time to when it was on, or something. I think. Sorry, I got my facts messed up.
It's all good. Yeah.
But
So sorry, Strictly Atlanta people again.
right, strictly Atlanta, but it's going to be a great experience if you come out in about 2.5 hours. Probably want to get there a little sooner than that because there's going to be all sorts of things. I heard there's tropical drinks to be a Hawaii theme. And also giveaways. Someone in the chat, Toon Move, says I love the frisbee scene. I heard there might be frisbees at the actual event, being given away.
Spoiler alert.
Correct. There will be frisbees. They do not have razor blades in them, so if you want to catch them without getting your fingers cut off, that's totally fine. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a costume contest, and there's prizes for people, and they're also filming it for a spot for TCM. So you can give your opinion about the movie perhaps afterwards if you have something to say about it. So yeah, it'd be cool.
Nice.
That's great.
Well, we'll both be there. Are you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make it. I have It 2 came out today as well. So
Oh,
I got to see
it
too.
did, huh?
Yeah. Speaking of film, it's a big film day here at the swap shop.
Are you a fan of the It films or clown cinema in general?
I never saw the first It.
Yeah.
I watched maybe a little bit of it, like the other night at a friend's house, and but I'm not scared of clowns.
Yeah.
So I've never been scared of clowns. So I was thinking maybe it wouldn't affect me as much. 'Cause
Right.
I'm not terrified.
Yeah.
But I thought that it's cool that Pennywise has like all those teeth. Like a barracuda or whatever.
Like 3 rows of teeth.
Yeah.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah.
He's got 3 rows
big,
of teeth.
scary mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that poster where it says this time he's got 3 rows of teeth.
Right,
That's the
yeah.
tagline for the new one.
Oh, is
right?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I have to say, I didn't realize, I was trying to Google Pennywise to find out like a lot about him. 'Cause I
Right.
was like, well, I'm watching this movie. I to do my research. I'm a film programmer, right?
Yeah.
I thought, I thought he had an accent, I thought he was like South African or something, but apparently he's not.
Yeah, it's Bill Skarsgård who is related to the Skarsgård family, and so he's Swedish, I believe.
Oh.
So he is.
Okay.
He came to a party once. We had a party at Comic-Con. I don't want to get too insider, but he walked out to the party and he just stood there by himself, with a friend at the bar, and then left. I was like, Bill, you could have spent more time with us. The guy who played Pennywise.
Yeah.
They knew
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so then he does have an accent.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's like a Swedish Norwegian.
Okay.
kinda-
Did you know that I do a Stellan Skarsgård impersonation
No.
from the dad?
I'd love to hear it.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah. Here we go.
Do you want to preface though and say what movies he's in?
It's all his movies.
Oh, okay.
Can I do a dramatic turn to that camera?
Yeah.
Okay. You are not my son. It's when he's
That's great.
disappointed
Yeah,
in
yeah.
his son in every movie.
Great work.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Wonderful. There he is.
I'm not as good at impressions as Zach.
No, now you put me on the table. I don't know. I can't
He's
do
always
any
kind
of
of a
it.
creep, though.
Right.
Skarsgård.
So, yeah, he does play creeps in movies. A lot
Yeah.
of movies. He's played creeps. In Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, he played a creep.
Was he in John Wick?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always
he
played like a
creep in
bad
that?
guy or a creep. Yeah.
Or a corporate evildoer.
Chernobyl.
Right.
Was
Yeah. Oh,
it
he was.
Chernobyl?
Yeah, he was in Chernobyl. He looked good. I liked him in Chernobyl. I always said he should play our. If they ever made a movie about Adult Swim being founded, he should play Keith Crawford.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah. If you know Keith, you've seen Keith on the streams, I'm sure. But they look in Chernobyl. He looked a lot like Keith, and I thought, wow, I was watching that. He should play Keith.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you know I was on jury duty with Keith once a really long time ago?
No.
No, was it a murder trial?
It was a murder trial. Yeah, I swear.
Whoa.
That's the next movie that should be made.
Yeah.
Jury duty, and it's you, Keith, and Pauly Shore.
Aw, that would be incredible.
Isn't there a jury duty? It was with Pauly Shore, right?
That's the title of the movie.
I think so.
Maybe.
There's
I thought that was Get Shorty. Are you thinking that get jury duty?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hi, welcome. Oh gosh, we're running out of time on Swap
no,
Shop here.
come
Hi,
on
welcome
in.
to the William Street Swap Shop. You're on live.
With
Hey.
film expert. I'm always afraid to say your last name because I'm going to mispronounce it, but
Oh,
Mil-
it's DeChirico.
Millie DeChirico.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Uh,
I
Film
thought that was
expert,
correct.
film programmer for TCM Underground. And
Cool.
Come on in.
Who is
How you
this?
feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I'm a little under the weather.
oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It's probably that con crud.
Oh, yeah.
Who may I ask is calling?
It's AJ.
Oh, hey AJ, how's it going? Is there a
Not
movie?
good.
Is there a movie that you wanted to thank for helping you through a portion of your life, be it severe or trivial?
Yeah, he's probably gonna hate me saying this, but it's the movie called Pleasant People. It's the one that Dave Bonowitz worked on.
Wow.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
movie.
Okay, we'll have to tell Dave.
That's a very niche,
Yeah.
but we'll tell
Yeah,
Dave.
it was really good, and I was just like, this is really good, and I felt chills.
Yeah.
And I don't really like movies. I'm one of those people that's like, I hate movies because they're just too long.
Yeah.
But like, when I saw this one, I was like, this is really good. I love it.
Okay. That's a great testimonial for the film. Should we jump right into this? We're doing a segment now that we have Millie here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe AJ could be the first person that we ask this question of. But if you ever have a situation, you said you're not feeling well, AJ. You're feeling sick.
Yeah.
You might want to ask, hey Millie, what would you watch if you were not feeling well? And that would kind of sort of start the whole new segment that we're doing. It's called Dial a Cine-Phile. All right, you're on live with Dial a Cine-Phile.
I have to ask real quick: was that a touchtone phone or rotary?
That was supposed to be rotary, but I couldn't get it to spin all the way. I didn't I didn't work on it. I didn't get the right rotation access.
It looks like the phone was about to break when you touched it.
Yeah, it's an old antique phone, so it's Clark Gable who's using
your chance to ask a question: what movie should I watch for certain conditions in my life? And we've got a film expert, Millie DeChirico, here to tell you what you should watch. We know that you're sick. Any other situation for what you might want to watch tonight?
What would be a good movie to watch to see normal people overcome like struggles? I don't know.
Like Forrest Gump or something?
That's almost every
Forrest Gump is good, yeah.
Oh, that is a good one.
Well, here, I'll say this. I'm going to try to cover all your bases. Only because when I'm sick or under the weather, usually you take like Theraflu or some kind of like loopy cold medication. So I always try to watch something that's long and weird. So I was initially going to recommend that you watch this movie called World on a Wire by Rainer Werner Fassbinder, who is a German director. It's like basically a 4-hour-long science fiction movie made in the 70s, and it's really weird and trippy and long, and it would be great to watch that under like cold medicine and something. But then now you're saying, oh, I want it to be about normal people.
I don't know. I feel kind of lame now I said it out loud.
Well, but I also really want you to I want you to watch Forrest Gump on cold medication too.
Okay, I might try that out. I think I've only seen it when I was in school, and it was like chopped and cut around.
Yeah, it's a long movie, and I think it's really weird. I think it's very weird, and but it is covering the spread in terms of here's a person overcoming his circumstances to become successful. So
cool.
What? What is this? Oh my gosh. This is the new.
It's the 12 hole, the last 12 minutes of the show.
Oh my God.
It's the first time we're using this intro. Yeah, it's from Tim Capello, the sax player from the Lost Boys.
Let Tim play. Let Tim play.
I
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude.
Well, that was really good. I see the animation now on the TV.
Yeah, there's 12 minutes left in the show.
Yeah. Thank you, AJ, for your call. We're gonna open up the lines for other Cine-Philers.
Yeah, if you got a situation, you need one more.
All right,
Maybe it's.
bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Hi, thank you.
You helped him.
I hope so. I
think-
like being sick.
You know,
You helped
I
me
watched
when you
the
said
Lord of
World
the
of-
Rings sick, and I could never watch any more of them. The first
Yeah.
one, because it brought me back to how I felt when I first saw the orcs or whatever, feeling really sick.
Well, I'd never heard of World on a Wire, and you sold me on that. The 70s
good.
sci-fi long 4 hours. I said, yeah, I know. I'm going to try and do them this weekend. Just try and watch that film.
Good.
Rent it at Videodrome.
Yes, they definitely have it.
If you guys have a dial a Cine-Phile request, 413-961-4263. We're going to put you in the driver's seat. Guess who's riding shotgun? The Perfect Movie.
Ooh.
And guess what CD the Perfect Movie is sliding into your CD player? The Perfect soundtrack.
Oh, okay. Led Zeppelin, I was saying that earlier. They never did a score. Is there a score that you really like, Millie, that is done by like a band? Like, you know, we have I guess we could tell her we have Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks on Swap Shop, and they did the score for a lot of Dario Argento's movies.
Wait, so you had Goblin here?
Claudio,
They're coming.
next 2
Yeah.
weeks. Claudio
Yeah, they're
Simonetti's
coming in a few
Goblin's
weeks.
coming.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And in fact, we wanted to ask you, we want them not to think we're losers and sort of idiots.
Right.
Yes.
So you're going to tell us what we should ask Claudio Simonetti, a very specific question that will impress him, and we'll write it on our hand, and then repeat whatever you ask. Something about Italian cinema or something. Or maybe
Or I guess, yeah, if you had a burning question, like what could you ask that band that scored those films?
I would ask, what was it like to score getting an eyeball gouged out? Yeah?
That's a good
Did they
point.
do the score for that's in Zombie, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So I think theoretically he would have had to score a scene where somebody gets their eyeball gouged.
yeah, like how many times you have to watch it to get the notes just right for that moment.
Well, but also like what's the vibe? Like is it is it fast? Is it slow? Is it,
Yeah.
it's fascinating to me. So,
What's your process for getting there on that one?
yeah.
All right, that's a good one.
Okay. Do you know Italian at all? Are you guys into?
No, I can do prego, like means come on, and then scusa and grazie mille, thanks a lot. That's all I know.
I just know ciao means hello.
Right.
Ciao means goodbye, and ciao means
time to eat.
Hey, you're cool.
Yeah.
And ciao also means like 5 other things.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like aloha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to
Come
the
on in.
Street Swap Shop. You're on live with Millie DeChirico. Did you like to dial a Cine-Phile?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Tell us your name and then explain your situation this evening you'd like to have the perfect movie for.
My name is Toya, and I just watched Endless Love for the first time, the 80s movie, and I thought it was incredible. And I want more really bad romance movies about someone obsessed with someone.
Oh, okay.
If that's a thing.
In
Yeah.
the style of because you liked Endless Love.
Because I enjoyed Endless Love so much, yes.
Do you want in the same time period? Like, was it
No,
early
it
80s?
doesn't matter. 80s would be cool because I want kind of the style of that, but it's fine if it's outside of that.
Okay. I'm going to recommend a movie to you. It's this movie called Just the Way You Are from maybe it's 1981 or 1980. It stars Kirsty MacColl, whom, if you're a little older, you might know her. She was like on Empty Nest, but she was also in a lot of like 70s and 80s movies. She played like a rambunctious teenager. This was kind of her grown-up role. I want to say it's early 80s.
That Little Darlings girl?
Yeah, she was in Little Darlings.
Oh, cool.
Absolutely.
Okay.
One of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
And then I think the guy is Michael Ontkeen, and he was in Twin Peaks, and he played the sheriff in Twin Peaks.
Okay.
But it's like a romance that takes place in like Europe, and Christy McNichol has like I think she's got like a broken leg or some kind of leg problem, and she's really afraid to fall in love because she's afraid that the guy is not going to accept her broken leg, and so it's like a romance about that. And she kind of pretends she doesn't have a broken leg at one point, and that's really complicated. But they're amazing. Like it's like.
Does she keep the leg behind like a shower curtain or something?
I think there's a moment where she's like laying on the couch when she pretends that her leg isn't broken.
Yeah.
And he's like, why don't you stand up? And she's like, no, you should sit down. You know, and
this is a relevant question I've always had, and I think I've even brought up on the show before. And thank you, Toya, for this hopefully relevant. This is totally the wrong movie.
That looks. Is that a remake?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like in the 80s, people took way more bubble baths than they do in any other decade in movies. And was that a thing that was really going on, or was it some product of larger like censorship issue?
Maybe it was from Psycho. You didn't want to take a shower because you're afraid, you know, they can't get you in the bubble bath.
There's like 15 movies where there's a bubble bath. There we go.
Late 70s, early 80s, definitely lots of bubble baths going on.
Yeah. Oh, that's it right there. Yeah, see that leg? You know, I think it has more to do about the evolution of bathing more than it does.
Yeah.
Because the movies reflect our modern lives a lot of times.
Right.
And I think that taking baths in the 80s was a big thing.
Yeah.
And then I think at some point somebody said that was gross.
Yeah.
That we should not be sitting in our own water, and we should be letting it go down the drain. So I think people started taking showers more.
Yeah.
And now it feels like bathing. Bathing is really more just like a thing that you do when you're like wanting to, you know, relax and reflect.
Yeah. Well, where's that?
I buy that because that's, you get American consumerism. We're all comfortable in the 70s and 80s. Everybody's got a little bit more money, time to chill.
Yeah.
Baths.
No internet to like speed everything up.
Right.
A little bit slower pace of things.
There was that scene in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, though, where they're taking a bath and the claws come out of the water. Maybe that scared people. Like, okay, I'll never bath again. I'm going to just take a shower now.
Toya, is there a movie that you would like to thank that helped you through a time in your life? Or was it that one you mentioned already?
Oh, man, that's hard.
I talked about how
God, that's so hard.
I talked about how E.T. made me feel less alone as the younger brother who never gets to pick what we do.
Oh, wow.
Jurassic Park.
I guess I would say, as a love sappy person that just kind of loves to cry, but like by myself with movies, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a
Because that was
classic.
the first
Jim
time I
Carrey.
got one of those like soul cries, like where you afterwards it's like, oh my God, my soul is lighter. So yeah.
Okay.
Are you a person like me? I like being sad. Are you like a sad movie person? Like when I get on an airplane, I only watch sad movies because I feel like I want to cry like more on an airplane or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't do it in public though. Like it has to be like me at my house by myself. I want the saddest movie. I want something to break my heart.
Yeah.
You know, I made the mistake of watching the Mr. Rogers documentary on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like other grown-ups on either side of me, and I just had to like bury my hand in my face.
Oh my gosh, that's a rough.
My face in my hands.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
It was a bad movie, plane movie.
I love that documentary. Great doc.
Yeah.
Do we have enough time to do this last thing that we're going to do? We had about a minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Well,
Thanks, computer.
first off, thank you, Toya, for
Thank you,
your call.
Toya.
Thanks, Toya.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Millie.
Bye. I know her actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was cool.
She didn't sound like a familiar caller to the swap shop, so I'm wondering, hey, maybe
like-
she just started tuning in. That's great.
Yeah.
But then
Expanding it with that's why we.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
that's
it.
why we do this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I came here because of Tim Capello, so it,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
You got to see a little bit of the 12-hole there. He was,
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's going to be, we're using that clip every time from now on for Into Eternity.
Man.
The Tim Capello 12-hole intro.
That was a good one. Was he really greasy?
Yeah, he actually,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to give away his secrets, but he
Yeah.
actually greased himself up before, like they're like, what's going on?
really?
Where's he at? Yeah, and then he was
Yeah.
out like, outside in the parking lot. Like,
He was like, I got to take 5, you guys.
Right,
and
right.
then came back shimmering
Right.
like the Pacific Ocean
Right.
at sunset.
Didn't want to give away any secrets.
Oh, yes. I had to ask, though. Sorry for that.
We tried to stick a 3M medical grade adhesive. You know how sticky 3M pads are? We tried to stick one to his arm and it just slid off like a
Butter.
discarded.
Yeah.
Like
Are you sure it wasn't his bicep? Because he's like pretty jacked,
Yeah,
right?
he kind of maybe flexed it, but the
Yeah.
oil factor was impenetrable.
That's great.
I guess we can just say this quickly. We mentioned we're gonna have Claudio Simonetti's Goblin on the show in 2 weeks.
Right.
We want to make it into a house show from your basement. Yes, you. Send us pictures of your basements to williams.swap@gmail.com. We're gonna use green screen technology. This is a real cabin, but over
Right.
there is a green screen. Go ahead, pan over there.
There it is.
There it is. We're gonna use that, and we're gonna place the show with their consent into real basements of viewers like you. Next week we pick the best one. What do you like in a basement?
I like throw pillows and blankets.
Yeah,
Ooh,
board
yeah.
game closet.
That's
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
I'm not a fan of the board game closet. I hate. I don't usually like to use the word hate, but I'm not a big fan of board games. Movies, yeah, let's watch movies.
Yeah.
Board games,
Yeah,
Yeah. I love a basement, though.
Yeah.
Do you guys have basements or?
I wish.
I do not right
it's
now.
on my goals in life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Have a basement again one day.
yeah.
But we
appreciate
went to
them.
one of our viewers' basements.
Yeah.
He did have a board game
He had
closet.
a- yeah, he had a
Probably
great
what,
basement.
What Zach just said was probably very hurtful to him.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
But it was good. It had wood panel, yearbooks, high school yearbooks.
Comfortable couch,
Oh.
a dog,
Love it.
friendly dog. It was a nice experience. You could smell food being cooked upstairs. It was a just very pleasant experience.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or some kind of sirloin or roast being cooked
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
upstairs.
Love a roast.
Well, that's it.
We
We ran out of time,
Mhm.
and I wish we could do it some more. But if not, you want to come spend some more time, come out to the Plaza Theater tonight in Atlanta, Georgia for Hard Ticket to Hawaii, being presented by TCM Underground and Videodrome.
And TCM Underground is on every week, right? It's
Right.
Correct.
What time is it at?
It comes on at 2 a.m. on the East Coast, so it's Friday night, technically Saturday morning. If you're on the West Coast, it comes on 11. But it's here for you.
Yeah.
So
I'm always tuning in Friday nights. Wherever I'm at, I always end up when I get home. Oh, it's perfect timing.
that's exactly what we
yeah,
want.
perfect
We
timing.
want you to come in from the night and check it out. So
Into a warm basement, watch TCM Underground.
that's correct. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here, Millie.
Thank you.
Millie
Gotta
DeChirico.
sign off.
Thank you,
can
Millie.
Go over the top if you like, or you can just stand by.
Like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrists?
Thank you all
Yeah.
for watching.
Thanks,
We'll see
everyone.
you next week.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.